The wait to get a speed bump installed in your Austin neighborhood can take months, even years.
But after more complaints surfaced in the last few months about how they're installed, the program was put on hold. KXAN's Kylie McGivern breaks down the changes to the program moving forward and what it means for those on the waiting list.
On West Mary Street,
this one is a pretty main thoroughfare as far as a shortcut goes.
In South Austin,
cars just coming up this hill kind of fly by real fast.
It's been a problem for Tally Barnes to even pull into his driveway.
When I made the turn into my driveway, he kind of tried to pass me in the bike lane, so he scraped against my car and did some mechanical damage and some body damage.
After receiving complaints, the area is on the city's list to include some sort of speed bump. But now, it and a list of other projects across the city will need more public input before moving forward.
I don't really have any problem with speed bumps. I just have, an issue with, being notified.
Notification neighbors in Councilmember Allison Alter's district didn't have.
There were people with disabilities who were experiencing difficulty. There were people who were experiencing difficulties because they had low transmissions, and there were people who were slowing down to 5 miles an hour and causing backups on traffic. There are also people who were calling up and saying, we want more speed bumps.
Now, the Transportation Department plans to differentiate busier roads from neighborhood streets, have a more widespread communication system that includes flagging council members about projects in their district and taking people with special needs like disabilities into consideration.
It's not good for us to be putting in traffic calming devices and creating divisiveness within the community. That can be avoided by changing the process and making sure that people are aware of what's going on.
Kylie McGivern, KXAN News.
The Transportation Department has a public meeting scheduled at the end of the month in Councilmember Alter's district. It will have another update on the speed bump situation then and changes that may be coming to areas where they are already installed.